Right now it is 6 a.m. in Washington. It's 1 p.m. in Damascus. Hello, I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain Verjee. You're watching World 1 live from London.
Our deal, but will it make it past midnight? On Monday, U.S. Congress is expected to plan to raise the country's debt ceiling as the world's largest economy stares down the barrel of a default. On Sunday, President Barack Obama said it was time for Democrats and Republicans to put aside their differences.
We're not done yet. I want to urge members of both parties to do the right thing and support this deal with your votes over the next few days.
China has been keeping a close eye on the debt debate in Washington. There's a lot at stake for Beijing as the biggest owner of U.S. debt. We want to check in with reaction there with EUNICE. YOON. And EUNICE, what have the Chinese been saying about what could potentially happen, but also how the Americans have been handling this?
Well, Monita, right now people are breathing a sigh of relief because, as you said, China is the biggest foreign owner of U.S. debt. So there's a lot of relief here now in China.
How concerned are Chinese about the possible ratings downgrade of the U.S.? I mean, it's not just the biggest holder of debt. We're also talking about largest importer of Chinese goods as well.
That's right. And so people are very concerned about a possible downgrade and, in fact, what that means for the U.S. outlook. People have been tracking.
In Somalia, Al-Shabaab may use the holy month of Ramadan to mount an attack on government forces. Sources from the African Union say the militia group is massing hundreds of troops in the capital, Mogadishu. It's also reported the group received a shipment of arms from allies in Yemen. Al-Bagir joins us now live from Mogadishu. And Nema, is famine combined with Ramadan going to be an advantage for Al-Shabaab?
Well, the famine had actually been seen as clawing away at Al-Shabaab's support base. If you remember, they banned foreign aid agencies from operating in the south and central Somali regions.
Warplanes have taken to the skies above Libya just hours before the official start of Islam's holy month of Ramadan. Jets were heard over Tripoli late on Sunday night, followed by the sound of several loud explosions. Libyan officials say they are bracing themselves for a bloody Ramadan. CNN's Ivan Watson joins us now on the phone from Tripoli. And Ivan, of course, as Muslims start to observe Ramadan, is there a sense that the military strategy on both Gaddafi or the NATO side will change?
No, we're hearing NATO warplanes overhead. Just minutes ago, Monita, we've heard some explosions today. Don't know if those are airstrikes or the leaflet bombs that NATO sometimes drops over Tripoli.
Ivan, how much of an impact or how much of a headway, should we say, are Gaddafi forces actually making at this point? Because for a while there had been a sense of a stalemate, if you will, in terms of what kind of regions or cities both sides were able to gain. So where are we at now?
Well, you know, the officials and spokesmen from the Gaddafi regime, they insist that they're winning every day, and it's been 5 months of victory if you take them at their word.
Get news of some sporting girl power from athletes at different ends of their careers. Alex Thompson is here to tell us more about that.
Yes, Monita. Well, Serena Williams has been at the top of the tennis world for a decade or more. Golfer Zain is just 22 years old, but both were victorious at the weekend. The man with the biggest grin in F1. That's all the sport.
Yeah, and he deserves it. 11 victories. That's pretty damn impressive.
That is impressive.
All right, Alex, thank you very much.
You're watching World 1 live from London.
World 1, the U.S. Congress is preparing to vote on a deal to raise America's debt ceiling and save the country from impending default. Well, America faces a potential stock market crash that's an if the nation's $14.3 trillion debt limit isn't increased by Tuesday. President Obama and congressional leaders have agreed on a plan to cut spending and keep borrowing, but the bill still needs approval from lawmakers. Even if the proposal is passed, the U.S. could still lose its AAA credit rating. Now, Richard Quest is on the doorstep of Congress, where the vote will take place later today. And Richard, let's just, I guess, be honest in the sense of what is the possibility? I'm not trying to be a person who's like glass half empty, but what is the possibility that this deal isn't going to get through?
Oh, I think there's a real possibility. You have the extremes of both the Republican and the Democrats. The Republicans don't like what is in the plan. The Democrats don't like the severe spending cuts that are in the plan.
This is political wrangling at this point, because at the end of the day, something has to be done. The economy, the debt has to be saved. And of course, you know, we've got millions of people, not only in the U.S., but even millions around the world who are depending on this deal to be done.
Right, which is why the analogy I'm using this morning Think of the financial world as being like the people who've just survived a shipwreck. The shippers, they've got away from the sinking ship. They're now in the lifeboats. Unfortunately, all around us, there are sharks.
You're watching World 1 live from London. I'm Zain, Verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us. We'll update you with the news headlines at the top of the hour. You're watching CNN.